If you ask who is the best leg spinner in the history of cricket, there is only one answer: Shane Warne. It was Warne who revolutionized leg spin bowling. Only a few players like Sachin Tendulkar and VVS Laxman have been able to dominate him. But once, a 22-year-old young man beat Shane Warne with his brutal hitting. The most interesting thing was that it was the first time he had faced Warne. After an over in which this young batsman changed the course of the game, Warne said these words to him: "Don't hit me like this." The venue was the 1994 Australasia Cup. Australia, New Zealand, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and the United Arab Emirates participated in the tournament. India, which had lost to Pakistan in the group stage, defeated the UAE by 71 runs to enter the semi-finals. Although the team's coach Ajit Wadekar had to return due to health problems, Sunil Gavaskar, who was on the commentary panel, joined the Indian team at the right time to solve the issue. At the same time, Australia also entered the semi-finals by easily defeating Sri Lanka and New Zealand. Thus, India and Australia were set to face each other in the semi-final match held in Sharjah. Australian captain Mark Taylor, who won the toss, elected to bat. However, the Australian top order was overwhelmed by the brilliant bowling of Javagal Srinath. Finally, with the help of Steve Waugh's half-century and Matthew Hayden's resistance, Australia scored 244 runs in the stipulated overs. Justin Langer's late hitting also helped them reach a better position. In reply, India lost Sachin Tendulkar early, but Ajay Jadeja and Navjot Singh Sidhu played the Australian attack cautiously and advanced. The two were separated after adding 130 runs for the second wicket. Shane Warne gave the Aussies a breakthrough by dismissing Jadeja, who scored 87 runs. Then Sidhu and captain Mohammad Azharuddin put on another great partnership to take the Indian score past 200. While they were bringing India closer to victory, Warne struck again by dismissing Sidhu, who scored 80. At this point, the contest seemed more between Shane Warne and India than between the two teams. When the Indian score was 210 for 3, 22-year-old Vinod Kambli came to the crease. When Warne came back to bowl the 45th over, Kambli was on 4 runs from 8 balls. India needed 31 runs from 36 balls to win. Warne, who had taken 2 wickets for just 18 runs in 8 overs, was a real challenge for someone who had never faced him before. Although Kambli had made his international debut a few years earlier, he had never batted against Warne. Moreover, Warne was in top form, bowling with the same menace that had produced the famous ball of the century. Warne's first tossed-up delivery was met with an audacious step-out by Kambli, who smashed it for a 6 straight over the side screen. The very first ball he faced against Shane Warne disappeared into the stands. The next ball slipped from Warne's hand and was called a no-ball. The following delivery, again tossed up, was driven through the covers for 4. Warne then adjusted his length for the third ball, but Kambli stepped out again and lofted it for another 6. Warne could only stare, thinking, "Is this Brian Lara?" Warne had conceded only 18 runs in his first 8 overs, but in 3 legal balls, he had given away 17 runs. A dot ball came next, offering some relief, but the 5th ball, short-pitched, was cut past point for 4. The over ended with another dot, and Warne walked back, telling Kambli, "Don't hit me like this." Kambli had scored 22 runs in that over, effectively sealing Australia's defeat. India soon wrapped up the match and entered the final. Years later, in an interview after Shane Warne's death, Kambli spoke about his rivalry with the Australian legend. He said Warne was not only a great cricketer, but also a wonderful human being. For the first time, Kambli also revealed exactly what Warne had told him after that over: "Don't hit me like this."